All right, so this is just a quick tutorial on the basics of After Effects. So we're doing a little geometric animation with some keyframes. So there's only two things I want you to have open. On a browser, I want you to jump onto Adobe Color, which is just this website that can help you find colorways, and this is what we're going to use for our animation. And then I also want you to open up Adobe After Effects. Cool, so while you're doing that, maybe pause the video, and once you're into Adobe Color, like I'm doing now, find yourself a color scheme that you like. Cool, so it should look something like this, color scheme here, and in your other window you have After Effects. We're going to create a new project, and we are going to create a new composition. We are just going to call this call it whatever. I'm going to call it geometric loop. You want your width and your height to be in a square ratio, so I'm going to just set them to 1080 by 1080, frame rate at 24, and duration down here. Yours will probably say 30 seconds if it's the first time you've opened After Effects. I want you to change it to 6. So you want to go 0:00, another colon, 0, 6. And the background color for now, we'll just make white. Cool, so once you've done that, it should look something like this. Now this is your general layout for After Effects. If your window doesn't look like mine, what you need to do is come up here and go Window and go Workspace, and then you might be in Learn if it's the first time you've opened After Effects, and I would just go to Default because then everything's going to look the same for you as how my computer looks. Cool, so all we're going to be doing today is creating some circles, adding some keyframes, and then animating those circles to make this little effect. So the first thing I want you to do is come up here and select the ellipse tool here by either right clicking and selecting circle, or if you keep pressing Q, you can change it from rectangle to ellipse. Once you've got that, double click or shift and drag, and you will create a circle like that. Now for you, it's probably going to be in this red color if it's the first time you're using After Effects. So we'll keep that the same so it looks the same for us. So this is what you should have, something like this, and the position at 540 by 540 because that means that it's in the center. Cool, once you've done that, you're going to want to click this little arrow here, open up the transform panel, and we are going to create some keyframes. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go to 1 second by just clicking up top here and setting a keyframe on the scale for 100. We're then going to want to go to 2 seconds and create another keyframe for the scale to be the whole artboard size. So for me right now, that's 230. Then we're going to go back to 0 and we are going to make this scale 0. Cool. So if we press play now, it should look something like this. If you don't have that, go back in the video and make sure that you're following along. Cool, the next thing we're going to do is change the color of this circle using the colorway that we selected earlier. So if you select the circle here, you double click the color fill up there. You can copy over this code here from your Adobe Color scheme. So I'm going to start with this little orange color. I'm just going to go copy, and then down here, I'm going to go Command V paste, and that will transfer over the color like that. Cool, once you've got your first color in, double check that it's all looking good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a keyframe assist tool called Easy Ease to these keyframes here. To do that, you need to right click Keyframe Assist and go Easy Ease in. Alternatively, you can press F9 and that will create, you want Easy Ease in and out. So keyframe assist, let's go back. Like this, keyframe assist. Easy Ease in. Easy Ease out, or Command FN F9 on a Mac. So now it looks something like this. The next thing we're going to want to do is go in our speed graph editor. So come over here, click up the top left and click down here, and yours will probably be on the value graph. So it'll look like that. You probably need to change it to edit speed graph like that. The next thing we're going to want to do is press shift to select all these keyframes, and we're going to make these into big mountains like that. So now when we play back this, if we come out of the graph editor, it will look like that. That is it in terms of the keyframes. All we're doing now is copy and pasting and changing the color of these different shape layers to create the effect. So what we do now is we go Command C, Command V, and push this top one down to 1 second. Then make sure shape layer 2 is selected, come up to the fill, come back to your color and choose the next colorway. Paste it in, and it should look something like this. So we're getting this little effect starting now. Oop. Command C, Command V. Now move to 2 seconds, come back, select the next color, fill, paste. You get the gist. We're going to do this 5 times. So by the time your animation's finished, you should have 5 shape layers with the 5 colors, and it should look something like that. Cool, that's all for now. If you want to export this file, you can ask me in class time. Thanks for watching. I hope this wasn't too difficult for you.